Welcome back into the Clubhouse here at the Anthony Gargano Show on PHLY. And this portion of the show is brought to you by TrueMark Financial Credit Union. The Anthony Gargano Show is presented by TrueMark Financial Credit Union. So check out TrueMark.com/PHLY or stop into your local branch to learn more about the credit union difference at TrueMark Financial today. So, of course, joining me in the Clubhouse here is our man JP and our man VG. Hey, look at that.
What's up?
JP and VG.
Two initial guys.
Yeah, big initial guys.
JL.
Yeah, and I guess I'll be JL for this segment. But this is the Clubhouse, and JP, one of the staples of the Clubhouse is Back in the Day.
That's
Back
right.
in the Day.
Yeah, I feel like we do.
Which is brought to you by Rite Aid.
I feel like we do need like a tune for Back in the Day.
Back in the day.
All right, so
We
today
can freestyle it, JP. We got this. Back in the day with JP.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
that's not
like
bad.
it.
Yeah.
Big reverb guy.
Yeah.
All right, so the Back in the Day moment, kind of a big deal here for Philadelphia. So if you guys have been to the art museum, there's usually a long line. Unfortunately, not for the art museum, but it's for the Rocky statue. Well, on today's day, on 1982, Rocky III came out in theaters. And obviously, that was the big movie that introduced the Rocky statue, which it's been ironic. It's got an interesting history. It was at the top of the steps. It was down by the Spectrum. Now it's at the bottom of the steps in its own little corner there. But it's interesting. There was actually, you guys know there was 3 Rocky statues. So obviously the one the one that we know is here,
Yes.
right? There's one in the Sports Museum in San Diego.
Huh, didn't even know there was a sports museum.
And then there was the last one got put up for bid, and the bid started at $5 million, and unfortunately got relegated down to $1 million. And the funds went to the International Institute for Sports and Olympic History. So those are the 3 statues there. But obviously, implemented Mr. T, Clumber Lang. I didn't know this, guys, but he was a bodyguard for Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Leon Spinks. I did not know that all before.
Really?
Rocky
I did not know that either.
I found that out too. But today's the day. Rocky III came out. Not my favorite Rocky, but that was.
There was some pretty comedic lines with like,
Oh, yeah.
"Hey woman, get yourself a real man. Get yourself a real man. Hey woman." You know,
I love Rocky 3.
Yeah, it's pretty unintentionally funny, I would say. My Rocky knowledge sucks in terms of like chronological and like which one's this and which one's that.
They go pretty easy. 1, 2, 3,
Well, yeah, I know
4,
that.
5.
But like which one's which one's the Dolph Lundgren, which one's Thunder Lips, like which one's Apollo. So I'm kind of a mess there with my Rocky knowledge. All right, a couple things we got to talk about before we get out of here today. I have to do an old man rant about the Shore.
I'm in for this.
Yeah, this is there's a lot of weird vibes at the Shore these days. And then we'll get to Angel Hernandez and, of course, the passing of the great Bill Walton, who was one of my favorite people in sports. I was down the Shore this weekend. I was in Sea Isle, like 12 kids under the age of 9 all in the house, 5 families. We just crammed them in. It was great with some college friends. So we were not like making it out to the Shore. But some wildness. I was seeing all the videos this weekend from Wildwood, Ocean City, and Seaside Heights.
Popping off with Alley Pop.
Dude,
They need it.
what is going on with the TikTok teens out there?
Yeah, there's been nothing better. I joined every beach community's Facebook page, Wildwood, Ocean City, and like the greatest comment I saw was wind turbines making kids go crazy.
It's true. It's facts.
Yeah, so if you missed the stories from this weekend, there was an alleged reported shooting in Seahide that wasn't a shooting, but a gun may have been pulled. So chaos kind of erupted, and everybody was pouring out of the boardwalk. In Ocean City, a 15-year-old was stabbed on the
crazy
boardwalk,
one.
which is wild. And then in Wildwood, I saw tons of videos of cops like arresting kids and kids like taunting cops. It's like... It's absolute mayhem.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And I was telling you guys before the show, like when I was a teenager, I was horrified of cops. I could never imagine being like, F you or giving the finger or this or that. But the other thing was like, you didn't want to be in mass groups of people. I don't understand this like flash mobbish mentality.
It was way harder for us to get the, like with Snapchat and social media, it's easy for the word to get out. And
But
these
why
kids
is this
just
fun?
gather.
Everyone wants to be part
Because
of
you're
a
trying,
viral
like
moment.
you're trying, you're teenagers. Hormones are going. There's women or girls that are different, guys that are different. Everyone wants to party together.
But like, I don't know. It wasn't like me and like my 2 or 3 boys would roll up to the boardwalk and you'd go, take your shot, flirt a little bit, hope for the best, go play some arcade games.
Yeah, but who are you flirting with?
Life was simple.
If you know there's
Yeah,
there's gonna be 40 girls at a location, it's
you try to
more
spit
to
your
flirt.
best game at 'em.
Law of averages, VJ.
You don't flirt in person anymore, though. It's all over
Yeah,
the
it's
phone.
all
And, like,
Snapchat.
kids don't do that stuff.
Slide in the DMs.
So like seeing these like boardwalks just overrun with these kids, I feel like I aged 25 years.
Ocean City one was crazy because like I remember like
And
Ocean
they're
City.
stabbing each other? Like, what the frick is going on here?
that's in a dry town.
Yeah, in Ocean City. Like, what are these kids all hopped up on Coca-Cola?
Right.
Like, what the hell's going on? Mountain Dews?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the
That's
duo
the crazy
do it.
one. Yeah, I mean, Ocean City was always a calm. Like, it was a family spot.
It's America's
Because-
family
Yeah.
resort or something they call each other.
Yeah.
and then the
I'm
seaside.
just
The seaside one's tough because like
That's a little bit more of a party-ish
Well, the
scene.
thing is, Jane, they're trying to steer away from like that Jersey Shore perspective that people have on them. So they knock down like the nightclubs. They're trying to be more
Ah.
family friendly. And then you go on TikTok or Instagram, you see kids just running away. Like there was I heard the same thing. There was some type of shooting. Obviously, we don't know exactly what happened, but it was a crazy weekend. The first weekend of the summer.
Yeah, and I was in Ocean City last year, and we were sitting. My cousins have a beachfront property that we're really lucky to
Nice.
use occasionally, and we were sitting out on the balcony at like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and all of a sudden we see sirens on the beach roll up, and like 75 kids pour out of the exit of the beach. And now, of course, I know what they're doing down on the beach, but like
what are they doing down at the beach?
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And they're running out and they're going like, F you, copper. And they're just like so like bold. I'm just like blown away by it.
By just the attitudes of them?
They're not afraid of anything.
I
And
hate
then
this-
they're just rolling so thick that it's like, screw you.
I hate to be that guy, but I mean, like, social media is an influence, right? I mean, like,
Sure.
I know, like, Andrew and I are closer in age. Like, when we were growing up, like, we didn't have, like, TikTok or Instagram. We weren't scrolling all damn day. Like, I feel like for myself growing up, like, we would watch TV. I would watch a lot of sports, obviously. Those are my influences. And I feel like now they see, there's a prank culture on YouTube.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
weird pranks, too. And, like, everyone's just trying to join the viral moment.
I guess that's what it is. It makes me very uncomfortable.
No, for sure.
I'm
also-
basically doing like live bets now. Like I can't afford normal rates. I'm just waiting for another crazy weekend until these rates drop down there for rentals. I'll hop in now.
Dude, you and Janice could go to Europe for the cost of staying in
It is
Sea Isle for like 3
insane.
nights. It's absolutely crazy.
What do you got, Andrew?
I think it's just a lack of respect from like younger
That's it.
kids.
Yeah.
I don't think they respect anybody. I don't think they respect cops. I
They
think
certainly
that's,
don't
I think,
respect cops.
I
from
just
what
think
I've
that's
seen.
like the younger generations. That's the biggest problem right now. Just because like the temperature of like our entire country. I think that's one of the main reasons
it
why we're
could
seeing
be.
this stuff happening.
It's kind of sad to see.
for sure.
Because the Ocean City Boardwalk should be like a place where families are eating Core Brothers and eating Johnson's popcorn, not like flash mobs of teens stabbing each other.
Yep.
So it was kind of like a sad realization seeing all these videos from the shore this weekend. I was just like, man, what the hell happened? All right, a couple other things we got to get to. We have some VG Nugs to get to. But JP, VG, me, VG, our other friend Hicks, we've been texting and sharing Bill Walton weirdness videos for like a decade.
Mm-hmm.
We all love this dude. His quirkiness, his low-key intelligence on top of the quirkiness. He was such a unique guy to broadcast sports. It was so different and so fun. And I'm going to miss the guy. Like he brought a level of fun to college basketball and pro basketball that was absolutely amazing and somehow underrated. And, the basketball world's going to miss him. The Grateful Dead community is going to miss him. Like, this guy lived
Got
a
the sticker, right?
great... Yeah, there we got a little
like
dead
it.
right there and there. The world is going to miss Bill Walton, but he had a spectacular life for 71 years. This guy lived life the right way. The world lost a great
He's just
dude.
the GOAT for
Yeah.
broadcasters. When the schedule came out, I would go to his website and he would just have a list of his broadcasts.
That's
I'd
awesome.
mark my calendar, and there was nothing better than a Wednesday or Thursday night,
That's
10:30 game. Just put Bill on and listen to his stories. Like even my partner, like the Pagan, she sits back and she was like, I'm sad. He was the one who always told those great stories during the games. I was like, yes. And just like the kindest person. Everyone's talking about, they all have their anecdotes, but someone, I guess it was his partner. I forget that guy's name.
Dave Pash.
Yeah, Dave Pash. And he basically said there's just always people at his house. They named all these professional NBA players that would crash at his house. And if you were just walking by and you knocked on his door and were like, yo, I need a place to crash. Or like Bill would always let people stay with them.
He had a teepee in his backyard that he would hotbox all the time. I mean, who wouldn't want to stay at Bill Walton's house? Sounds awesome. Unfortunately, a very shortened playing career in the NBA.
Yeah.
Dude went through it injury-wise, and he was just kind of like beat down. But like, didn't let it ruin him and took it into a great broadcasting career. And the guy was just fun, and it sucks.
I saw some good discourse online. I feel like a lot of people forgot about his NBA career. Like, if you didn't have all those injuries, you're talking about one of the greatest of all time.
Oh, one of the greatest college basketball players ever.
Yeah.
And,
that too. Yeah.
And then, you thought that was going to lead into the NBA, and then he just had back and knee problems, and the guy got beat down, and he kind of credited like the Grateful Dead community for helping him like not get beaten down by it, because he ended up playing 15 years in the NBA, but like it was like 6 total seasons out of 15 years or whatever it was. Because
San Diego Clipper, great, man.
Yeah.
Not many San Diego Clipper greats.
So we pour one out for Bill Walton and the Walton family, because you will be missed. You were about as fun as it got when it came to broadcasting sports. And then the other one before we get to VG's Nugs here is Major League Baseball got a lot better last night.
Oh, yeah.
As a sport, as an entity, as a whole, they did the right thing. Now, Angel Hernandez hasn't scored as the worst umpire over the last 3 decades, but he's close. Everybody hated him. Bryce Harper, infamously on the check swing like 2 years ago, like ran down the third base line and was just like, you're bleeping kidding me. CC Sabathia, after a playoff game, was like, I can't believe they allow this guy to even umpire playoff games.
Schwarber had a great one where he was arguing for both teams.
Yeah, that was
like,
great.
it was low,
that was the Brewers game.
Yeah.
He's like, they're hating you. We hate you. So Angel Hernandez was just like public enemy number one when it came to umpires. Didn't ump a lot last year because he had a back injury. Now, he got removed from a series in Cincinnati, I think, like 2 weeks ago, and hasn't umped since.
And I think there was a New York Times article about him last week that kind of spurred some of this.
So Bob Nightingale last night late puts out the story that Angel Hernandez is retiring from Major League Baseball. Now, reading his story, he didn't directly say it, but it does seem as though there's a financial package coming his way to walk away from the game, because I think Major League Baseball,
I was wondering that.
They've gone through a lot of positive changes, I think, over the last couple years, and I think it's starting to be cool again, baseball. And I think they realize no,
you can't have
3 decades of this. Like, we're good, man. Everybody hates you. Like, here's some money, just go away.
Majority of Major League Baseball doesn't like him.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
It's like Twitter was going bonkers last year.
Yeah.
Good stuff, it's like a total common enemy. Everyone was dancing happy.
So Angel Hernandez no longer a part of Major League Baseball, and baseball is for the better now because of it. So thank you. Everybody hated him. All right, let's get to some of the Angel, are you watching? Everybody hates you. I'm sure he's
a hate poll. Putin or Angel Hernandez?
I'm sure
he's close.
Do you think he's a good dude?
No. Part of it, he seems like he's got an attitude with it all.
Well, he seemed like a guy that didn't watch. Like the Bryce Harper check swing. Like he said to Bryce, he goes, "You swung, you'll see," and it's like, dude, were you watching? Like he went like that.
Yeah.
So I think he just like checked out.
Yeah, he doesn't. He looks like seems like a Jo.
Okay. All right. I was gonna try and give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'll let you
he
be the
deserves
heavy
none.
I was like, well, maybe away from the game, he's a good dude. No. All right. Let's get to VG's Nugs as we're closing out the clubhouse here today.
You guys, AJ Brown's all ripped in shape. Pictures going around. What do we think of this? I mean, it looks like a cyborg. It doesn't even look human.
My God.
Yeah, he's beefed up.
Dude, if I look like that,
dude.
If I look like that, you wouldn't find a shirt on me ever.
It would be your jogging shirtless around town.
I'd be doing the show right now shirtless. Are you kidding me? Guy looks like he's chiseled out of marble. My
That's
God.
incredible. Insane.
Do you remember the picture of him and DK Metcalf at like post-combine? They were working out at Ole Miss. Andrew, see if you can just screen share that real quick. Just
that.
Google AJ Brown, DK Metcalf. These two.
Because
Oh my God, DK at the time was even more cut than AJ is like now.
Yeah.
It was like a freakish picture.
What do you think about the oil look, though? You like the oil?
Wasn't that
on
just sweat?
I don't know. It looked.
You think it's
it
a
looked
little staged?
He put a little oil on for the
Hey,
show.
babe, come over here and hit my pecs with a little olive
It
oil.
looked a little oil.
What kind of oil do you go with when you're
Yeah,
trying
that's a
to
good.
show off?
Yeah, baby oil. I don't
Baby
know.
oil, probably.
Yeah.
Do
I,
people,
don't-
that's good
I
stuff.
have zero muscle, so
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not.
I'm the
I have
opposite
no
of a muscle.
oil
Yeah.
experience.
Is baby oil? Yeah, look at that.
There you go.
That was
Oh,
them
man.
coming out of
Holy
college.
crap.
That's so
That's
crazy.
insane.
They're like 20 years old.
Look at DK's 8-pack. I mean, like, what is that? How do you? So these guys are.
They have to
freaks.
eat no fun food.
Probably not. You think they're
That's
doing
just
avocado?
lot of
ice cream?
It's just like
box.
keto. They just can't do any carbs.
No, I wouldn't think so. That's just ridiculous. AJ Brown's high school football tape was going around Twitter yesterday or the day before.
Really?
You just wonder how like these guys aren't like, I don't know. You see his high school tape and you're like, Ole Miss is a very good, respectable, obviously SEC program, but it's like, how is this guy not like on every Notre Dame, Alabama, Ohio State like radar? Like he just dominated people. It was like what's his name? The huge runner, Derrick Henry. You ever see his high school stats?
Yes.
How did this guy not have an offer from every football program that ever existed in the history of football? You know what I mean? It's just like sometimes
like-
you just know.
Like Andy Reid at that kick punt and whatever contest.
Punt, pass, and kick competition. Yeah. All right. What else you got, VG?
Tires came out. We talked about this.
I'm really
briefly.
excited to watch this.
And yeah, it's good. It's slants towards men, I think. It's
Okay.
a lot of
Yeah.
mechanic
Dudes rock.
shop comedy. But it's filled with local comedians.
Yes, so
I
it's
saw.
the Delco proper group. I
Yeah.
think it's like Johnny McKeever and I forget the other guy's name. They've been
Yeah.
doing it for a
Yeah.
while. Shane kind of came up with them performing at Helium and all that. Huge
But
Phillies
they've
fan.
sprinkled in local legend Chip Chantry
Oh,
has
yeah?
a role in there.
Nice.
Okay.
Chip is kind of like the MC of like the local comic scene,
Yeah,
right?
he's
Like
been around for a
everybody-
bit. He's won Philly
Yeah.
Mag's best funniest guy in Philly a few times.
Yeah.
He teaches some classes. Anthony Moore is another comedian
don't
from
know
Philly
him.
who's been going up to New York, but it's just littered with Philadelphia
That's
comedians.
awesome.
That's super cool.
Can't wait to watch
My cousin
that.
Tim gave a rave review, said he watched 5 episodes when he started.
They're like 22 minutes.
Yeah, he
Super
thought he was only
easy.
going to watch 1 or 2
Really?
and ended up watching
Yeah.
5. So I'm really looking. Just came out last Thursday. Julie and
Yeah.
I actually have a friend who was a producer on the show.
Oh, nice.
And they filmed it out in Westchester. So very cool that they made
Yeah.
it a part of the community.
Yeah.
I didn't
Big
like it.
props.
I didn't like it.
No?
I'm a big Shane Gillis fan. His stand-up, I
Oh, it's hilarious.
found it really dumb.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's me.
Well,
That's
I mean,
me.
it's like
It's
Sometimes
machine
I like
shop,
dumb.
like car shop humor. Like I guess.
yeah, but it's.
What are you looking for? Highbrow?
No, I'm not. I love that kind of humor, but I don't know.
It's a little too
I
dumb
felt
for
like it
Andrew.
was kind of meh.
Yeah. All
Really?
right. Well, I'll be the judge of that. I'm
Yeah.
hoping this week I dive into it. But to each their own.
Yeah,
Andrew.
yeah. Congratulations go out to Hayden Hopkins, who's pregnant. She is the
yeah.
girlfriend.
Oh, I
of
did see
the
this.
Raiders, Mark Davis.
I mean, the
Wow.
fact
He is
that
70,
haircut
she's
gets
26.
laid just tells you how rich he is.
Exactly. There's that haircut proves that there's nothing more attractive than a fat wallet on guys.
No. Do you know his office is at like the PF Chang's bar?
No.
way.
What?
Oh, you guys don't know about this?
No.
Oh, you got to deep dive
Seems
this.
like a
Mark
weird
Davis
guy.
is like I love weirdness. So like when somebody just leans into their weirdness
Yeah.
and goes for it, like I'm all in. He apparently sits at the PF Chang's bar like every day for a couple hours, has like a lunch and some Diet Cokes and just like holds shop and
PF
like
Chang?
yeah, does his owning of the Raiders from a PF Chang's. You can read
Well,
about
Jamie's office is running terminal, so
it. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, set me up right next to the Knicks or Herschel's, and I'll do an office there. But yeah, Mark Davis is a weird dude.
That is super weird.
Yeah,
It's not even great Chinese food.
I've
It's
had
fine.
it.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
The Mongolian beef is really good.
Oh,
That's my
nice.
go-to
Love
dish.
Mongolian beef.
Andrew endorsed the Mongolian beef. Love it.
There was a wiffle ball tournament in Delco this weekend for Memorial
yeah.
Day.
Really?
Yeah, a couple
Love that.
celebs stopped by.
What kind of celebs we got?
Croc and Morandini.
Oh, love it.
Is this Dolan's?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
no. Is it? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dolan's,
Ridley
yeah,
Park. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
That's
Croc with
awesome.
a Nova shirt on. They look right at home in Delco.
Is that a Villanova shirt for Croc?
Oh, come
Yeah,
on,
it is.
Croc.
Yeah. Hey, it was free. He
He's
probably
got-
wears
of course,
that.
it's the camo sleeves. Like,
Yeah. That's awesome. The guys that can throw like the nasty wiffle ball pitches, where they're like rising and
They're
saying
like
it's
80
wild.
miles per hour.
Yeah, that's cool. Wiffle ball's great.
This one shocked me. You guys know Randy Poffo?
No.
Can't say that I do.
Yeah. You do know him. He had
Yeah.
a baseball career that went a little bit. That's him. That's Randy Macho Man Savage.
What?
Yes, he was
That's wild.
signed by the Cincinnati Reds.
Wow.
He played 289 games at single A ball.
Wow.
With 16 home runs and 129 RBIs. That is
Damn.
Randy Savage.
Snap into a home run. Do I have that right? I'm not a big
Yeah.
wrestling guy. Yeah. I'm round to the bases. Yeah.
Got to tell Bill Mounts this one.
Yeah. I was unaware, but I am a wrestling kind of noob.
Yeah, I mean, I'm into it, but I just never heard that he was
No.
an actual professional baseball player.
Yeah. Is that the end of the nugs?
Yeah, that's it, man.
That's a good package of nugs right
All
there
right.
to end the show with.
It's a Wendy's 50 piece.
I've seen that. It's apparently
I can't
I've
wait
seen
to
it
dive in.
person?
Did you dive in
No,
yet,
it's like
Andrew?
a secret menu.
I was tempted on Friday. I actually went to Wendy's after the show, and I was tempted, but I was like, if my girlfriend sees me with this bucket, I'm going to get such
Did you ask
flack.
if they have it though? Like, is every location have them?
I didn't want to ask because then I'd be like, all right, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm staying away from it.
Okay.
But I think I'm going to get it.
I'm pretty sure I could eat 50 nuggets.
Yeah, I could easily.
Let's try and get it in here this week, Thursday or
You
Friday.
guys think you could?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. We'll find
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Barbecue sauce, we're good to go.
See, I would go sauceless, I believe.
You
get a dry
during
nug.
Clubhouse. Can you do 50 or over the
Yeah.
course of 2 hours?
No, I think in the clubhouse I could.
30
Maybe
minutes.
definitely over the course of 2 hours.
All right. Yeah. We should try it.
Yeah, I'm not opposed. I love me some nuggets. All right. Big thank you to Andrew and Julia for producing today's show behind the scenes. JP gave you the rundown a little bit earlier of what's coming up today. Phillies are a post-game late night. We have the Eagles kicking it off at 12. The Flyers at 2.
Flyers at 1.
1, excuse me, at 1 o'clock with Bill and Charlie. And then at 2:30, the Sixers will take you home. It's a fascinating offseason for the Sixers, so really looking forward to what Kyle, Derek, and Devon have for you in these coming weeks. Tomorrow is Bronny James Declaration Day, so we'll see what happens there.
We all silly like the mayor. We all silly like the mayor.